Hey, this is Tali here, and I'm excited for you for taking the time today to watch this presentation and learn about a very unique and timely opportunity. So, quick disclaimer first. This is not an official company presentation. It is purely educational and definitely not financial advice. So, the goal of my presentation today is just to introduce you to an opportunity that can generate passive income for you and your family. And as much as I'm truly passionate and excited about what this opportunity could mean for ordinary, everyday people like myself and my family, I want to take you through the information without any hype and just let you see for yourself why this opportunity is so extraordinary. So what I would like to do is I'm going to share some videos that are actually available for anyone to see on YouTube. So you're going to have to bear with me a little bit because there are some ads on YouTube, but I really feel that this would be the best way to share it with you. So give me a quick second to share my screen and hopefully I can do that properly. There we go. And share. All right, so the first thing that we see here is a billboard, and this is the NASDAQ board at Times Square, and this took place just a couple of weeks ago in New York City. And so what you're seeing on the screen here is Metaterra.com, or Metaterra is the name of the company. And on the board is Mr. Douglas Anderson and Hakan Torhen. And so I'd like to introduce you to them and, let you understand what this company is all about. I also want to invite you to go to their Instagram pages. You can go to miracle.pay on Instagram. You could also go to the Metaterra.official page, okay? And on YouTube, you can go to Metaterra's YouTube page as well. And let's see here.
I anticipate that you're going to be crashing Wall Street with the.
This is not it, but there is an interesting clip here from Kevin O'Leary where he discusses an issue, a problem, and what our company, which is Metaterra and Miracle Holdings, created a solution to a problem, and many solutions, in fact, because it is a technology company, a fintech company. And I think what I'll do first here is play this video here.
Dear Bellator family, we wanted to share some key insights to help you better understand the true value of the opportunity you are part of, the foundation of Miracle Cash and more. Miracle Cash and more began its journey in 2017 with a clear vision to become a global fintech powerhouse, not just a traditional bank. Our starting point was the development of a core banking system, also known as a switch in the financial industry. This system consists of millions of lines of code. It took 3 years and over $5 million to develop. We built a mid-level core banking system from the ground up. Why is this significant? Because we own the technology. We are not leasing or dependent on third parties, which saves costs and provides flexibility. When you invest your time in a company, that company should deserve your time and effort by providing real sustainable value. What has the company invested to create an opportunity for you? Who is the actual customer? If it's just you, then it's not a real business. It's a cycle destined to fail. Most crypto MLMs have failed because they start with a compensation plan and then pick a product that fits. Their focus isn't on solving real-world problems, but on making quick money. That's not sustainable. Miracle Cash and More is not an MLM. It's a fintech company offering real services to merchants. Bellator is the marketing arm designed to help expand Miracle's reach. This gives us the best of both worlds. A company with real products and services. A network marketing structure to help spread the word and reward those who grow the network. We built our own switch. No third-party licensing required. Handles crypto transactions directly with customizable merchant admin panels. Offers higher APRs than traditional banks, making us the crypto bank for merchants. Secure and efficient transaction management. Continuous updates to benefit both customers and merchants. companies represent over 100 million active accounts, and our technology is installed in all of these machines. This is a huge victory and a clear sign that we are leading the way in the industry. This is why it takes time to be the best. Something of this magnitude isn't easy. It requires patience, dedication, and relentless hard work. But the results speak for themselves. Many people don't have the experience to evaluate real opportunities. That's why we're committed to educating you while also sharing the potential of our company. We're not just another crypto project. We are a real company with real customers delivering real services. This document is for you to help you recognize the difference between a fleeting opportunity and something that is truly deserving of your time and effort. We're proud to say we're just getting started. With our infrastructure in place, we're ready to scale globally. In the world of transactional finance, a switch, also known as a core banking system, is the central infrastructure that manages and routes financial transactions between different entities such as banks, payment processors, merchants, and card networks. When a customer swipes their card, taps their phone, or makes an online payment, the transaction request is generated and sent to the switch. The switch acts as the middleman. It receives the transaction data and routes it to the correct financial institution, e.g., the customer's bank, for authorization. Once the issuing bank processes the request, either approving or declining the transaction, the switch relays the response back to the point of sale, POS, terminal, or online platform almost instantly. After authorization, the switch helps settle the transaction, ensuring the funds are correctly transferred from the customer's bank to the merchant's account. The switch ensures transactions are secure, encrypted, and compliant with financial regulations like PCI DSS for card payments and KYC AML protocols for anti-fraud measures.
All right. So this gave you a quick intro to what the company has built, which is financial solutions for payment processing, which is one of their solutions. And I will expound and show you a little bit more about it. Now, I would like to take you to one of the company's websites that has contracted with the financial payment processing service, and that is a company called Ingenico. So I never even heard of Ingenico before, but then once I got involved with this company and I invested into CPU nodes, and the day came where it was announced that they secured a contract with Ingenico, I see them everywhere now. Every single time I go to Publix or Walmart or Home Depot and I tap or swipe my card, it says Ingenico on that machine. It's the logos on the payment processing. So Ingenico is a company that has, I believe, over 40 million merchant accounts. And a merchant account can have thousands of locations, and they can also have locations online or, online stores, if you would. But they use Ingenico as the payment processing system. So Miracle Pay is integrated now into these Ingenico point of sale, both in stores and online. And now we are in the beginning phases of onboarding merchants and giving them the opportunity to turn on the ability to accept cryptocurrency for goods and services. And when this happens, then people that have whatever tokens they have, right? They could have Bitcoin, they could have XRP, Ethereum. There's 200 tokens that can be handled by this Miracle Pay software. And they could just take out their phone. They can open their wallet, right? So for example, I have a MetaMask wallet. If I have tokens in there, I could just tap it onto the point of sale or scan it, with a QR code, and it will process the transaction just as easily as if I paid with my Visa or MasterCard. Okay, so that's the gist of it. Now, the other companies that were mentioned is PAX, PAX. So that's another company that has secured a contract with Miracle. And we also have Shopify. I'm sure you've heard of Shopify. And there are other companies that have secured contracts and now want to use this particular service from Miracle Pay, which is one of the services of Miracle Technologies merging now with a company called Metaterra. So let me take you real quick to the Metaterra website, metaterra.com. Okay. And when you are on metaterra.com, in fact, if you go there on the very top, you will see leadership. And I'd like to show you the people who are on the advisory board. Okay, we have Douglas Anderson of Wall Street Capital Partners, and you're going to see him talking in some of the videos today. You have Stephen Moore, which is a very prominent economist and advisor to the previous administration, President Trump. And John Bayer, we have Stephen Norris, Fernando Vildasola, Monica Profit. And you may not have ever heard of these people, but if you were to search who these people are on the advisory board of Metaterra, you're going to be extremely impressed. And in fact, I have a video. I wanted to show you when Douglas Anderson of Wall Street Capital Partners was first introduced to our company and was extremely excited about it because of what they had accomplished.
Welcome, Mr. Douglas Anderson. Welcome to North Cyprus.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
I did want to tell you real quick that I put this video on a higher speed because they are talking a little slow. So hopefully you don't mind the higher speed, but this video is on YouTube.
Quick weather.
The weather's always been in Cyprus. So Douglas is he's the CEO of Wall Street Capital, and Wall Street Capital is the company that we've signed for the process of Metaterra. So we've started the process of Metaterra. So that's something that I would like to give you that great news. But apart from that, upon that contractual relationship, it was great to have you as a guest and really see what we're doing at Miracle. And I would like to say, well, so far, what have you seen?
Wall Street, and at least my firm, we've kept our eye out for opportunities like this for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple reason why. Because this space is exploding. You're looking at about 3 billion market just as recently as 2020. It's approaching 60, 70 billion now.
Yeah.
So it's an exploding market. You're talking about, I think the figures are staggering. 90% of executives are either currently using blockchain or they're planning to. And so crypto and blockchain are a growth sector. They're a profitable sector. They are the future, and we have to be involved in that. And as underwriters, as people that focus on listing companies on the stock exchange, we have to do this because the investors are demanding it. They want it. The public wants it.
Right.
And to run into you guys and see your amazing platforms, the tough parts that you've gone through, but also how you've gotten through it, how you've refined your products, how you've learned, and now you're ready to really launch some amazing products. And we're very excited to be a part of it.
Fantastic. But before going into the products, I want to go into a bit of some names that you're bringing onto the board for Metaterra and the projects we're doing. So I'd like the people out there to hear who's coming on.
For this sector, the guys that I brought on are guys that are extremely knowledgeable at launching into new sectors and growth and global expansion. The first person that I brought is John Bayer. John's got a stellar background and career as a technologist and as a prolific global achiever.
Right.
It started with the cell phone business. He was part of Cellular One, and he was the key guy that worked with Michael Milken of Wall Street to bring Cellular One to AT&T, and that became cell phones everywhere. And then after that, he was head of international for a company called Real Networks. Real Networks was the birth of streaming. So you don't have Netflix and Hulu and Spotify and all that without streaming. He was a part of that. And so he's been studying this sector significantly and looking for these opportunities. And he was happy to take my call and take my recommendation to get seriously involved with your company and its initiatives. One of the strongest guys in the United States, certainly one of the most recognized economists in the United States, is Stephen Moore. And Stephen was the economic advisor for President Trump in his first election. He's a very close advisor now as well. He was, as I showed you, he was in the White House less than a month ago with President Trump talking about the Bureau of Labor Statistics numbers that were a mess and what we should do about that. So having a guy who understands economies and scale and global economics, I think is invaluable to have a guy like that involved. Right. And so he's agreed to do that, and he's coming into help us. Very soon he's flying in to see you. Finally, I'm bringing on a dear friend and someone of high credibility and talent, Fernando Vildasola. Fernando's family founded a little company called Kenworth.
And another little.
And Kenworth became PACCAR, and PACCAR is a $60 billion publicly traded New York Stock Exchange company. And he is a serving, acting Mexican senator. So having that team together, I think, is critical. And then
it brings the whole ecosystem economically to where it needs to be.
All right, so that was an introduction to Douglas Anderson of Wall Street Capital Partners, who is now a chairman of Metaterra and the team that he brought with him. And so the reason that they were so excited to become involved in the company had to do with the technology that was established in this fintech space and the contracts that were secured and all that is involved in that. So this company has been thoroughly vetted by people who vet companies for a living, right? So Douglas Anderson has brought many companies to be publicly traded to the NASDAQ. So he's done a thorough research. So to me, as someone who has invested in the company in early days, I can tell you I was very, very excited when someone at his position, his caliber, and someone who has worked with multi-million and billion-dollar companies says, wow, I love what you guys built and I want to be part of it. Now, I want to play a couple more videos for you. All right, so this is a program that is called New to the Street TV. And I would like to play a short segment for you from here.
Today, we're joined by Douglas Anderson from Wall Street Capital Partners. Thanks for joining us today. Please tell us about your current project in Bucharest, Romania.
Yeah, so I'm the chairman of Metaterra Holdings, Inc., a Delaware corporation. Metaterra holds software assets, one of them being Miracle Pay, which is for POS machines and transacting from your crypto wallet. And they have strength in crypto and blockchain. And for this reason, we've decided to tokenize finance the new capital airport in Bucharest, Romania. So this is going to be the largest real-world asset in the world to be tokenized. The entire project is going to push somewhere around $2.5 to $3 billion with the city that supports it. It's an ambitious project, one that the Romanians really want to see happen. Today, we're very happy to have the mayor of Oranați Copceni, the village, the town that is going to host this spectacular airport. It's going to transform the region, bringing in about 40 million passengers a year and 1 million cargo tons. I'm very pleased that Steve Moore, probably one of the most prominent economists in the U.S., is involved as an advisor to Metaterra. And the reason why is because this is really groundbreaking and significant for the economy. So, Steve, do you want to say a few words about it?
Thank you, Doug. Steve Moore here, former senior economic advisor to President Donald Trump. Doug and I worked together for many years on projects. This is one of the most exciting that I've seen of a major infrastructure project that will benefit all the people in Romania, especially the people in your town. And this will bring commerce. It will raise living standards. It's a win-win for everyone. Having a major modern airport will really put Bucharest on the map as a major industrial and financial center, and it's critical. Really proud and excited to be a part of this. We're seeing so much economic revival and economic growth in Eastern European countries, and this will be something that we'll all be very proud of being part of in terms of making everybody wealthier, creating amazing new jobs, and raising incomes throughout the entire country. So let's get going. Let's get the shovels going. Let's call this a shovel-ready project, okay?
All right, I'll stop this here, but this is right on YouTube if you want to watch the full interview. The reason that I'm showing this to you is because I want to show you just how big this actually is. So it's big enough that we have payment processing, right? We are positioned to provide payment processing solutions globally, but now Miracle also has software that enables tokenizations of real world assets. Now, this is probably not something that you've looked into. Most people that I talk to, they're like, what are you talking about? So, I cheat. I go to ChatGPT and I say, please explain real world asset tokenization in simple terms. And then, it gives me an explanation. Then I ask more questions. I just make it part of my life to learn new things. But whether you understand it or not, you still have a way to participate by becoming a CPU node owner. So that's what I'd like to talk to you about today. Miracle Pay and all the other products under Miracle Technologies that are now merging into Metaterra, I'm going to be publicly traded on the NASDAQ. Everything in that ecosystem utilizes the Phoenix token as a transactional token, as a utility token. Okay. Now, when you purchase a CPU node, your node earns every single day these transactional fees. So your node is rewarded with the Phoenix token. Now, if you go to CoinMarketCap, where all the tokens are listed, right? So any token you want to look up, whether it's Bitcoin or some weird meme coin that no one ever heard about, it's usually here, CoinMarketCap. That's one of the websites. There's others. But the Phoenix token, which is the symbol is PNIC. Right now, there's not much utility, right? So it's sitting here at a little bit over half a penny. Some days it increases in value. Some days it reduces a bit. But once we are going to launch this to a global scale, in other words, beginning actually in 2026, we're going to have real merchant accounts that will integrate Miracle Pay software. And with every transaction that runs through that network, there will be transactional fees that are going to be utilizing the Phoenix token, right? Now, when you invest and own a CPU node, which is part of the software, part of this technology, your node is going to earn for you this Phoenix token. Now, the Phoenix token is very likely to continue to increase in value for the simple fact that it becomes a utility token, okay? Now, you can look up other utility tokens. For example, like you can look up BNB, which is the utility token of the Binance network, which really the only thing they have is an exchange, right? Now, Miracle also has an exchange, but Miracle has other financial products like the Miracle Pay we talked about, the tokenization of assets that we talked about. There's other products that are going to be available. There's a credit scoring system that brings blockchain and traditional credit score, which is very needed today. There is a financial product that people can make payments with their crypto called Miracle with Installments. So all of these financial products that are available now, that are launching into the market, and with this amazing advisory board that's making these connections, it is very likely that as this token is being utilized, you're going to see it increase in value and increase greatly, in my humble opinion. So imagine owning a piece of software, a technology that generates daily pay every single day. You don't do anything. You don't run it. There's nothing that you need to do on your end. There's no hardware. There's no tech skills. You just own the node and you earn daily passive pay. I think that's amazing. Let me go to another video here. And this is another video from, well, actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to play this one just for the sake of time. If you go to YouTube, you can find the Metaterra YouTube channel and you can, explore that on your own a little bit. Okay, so there was something here I wanted to play for you. And excuse the ad. I'm going to let this. Okay.
Dear Bellator family,
I already played that. Okay, here it is. So this is one of our Bellator Life members. He creates amazing presentations, much better than me. And he plays a video from a gentleman that was involved with another project that also had nodes. But I think what he says here is very important to hear and to understand. So I'd like to just play this for you real quick. Okay.
I think would be really show it to you right now. It's a short clip. He's not in the organization, he's not in the program, but he breaks down the functionality of what a node actually does. And so let's just listen to him real quick, and then I'll come back and add a little more commentary to what he's going to say. Okay?
Did make millions of dollars in crypto, but I don't trade crypto and I don't buy crypto. I make it. So I started making Bitcoin at $220. That in itself is crazy. So we started mining Bitcoin. We were making a lot of money. We were like, man, if Bitcoin ever gets to $10,000, we're going to be rich. This guy that was mentoring me, he was worth $100 million. I became one of his top guys. And at that time, I didn't know anybody worth that kind of money. It just sounds preposterous to the average person. For the next 7 years, I learned software instead of hardware mining. So when you mine Bitcoin, you have a physical piece of machine. You plug it into the network. It confirms transactions. You make Bitcoin. On the platform that we launched, which was a company called Gala Games, we worked with Snoop, the Death Row chain of Snoop Gaming, kind of crazy. And instead of hardware, we had software. So these software nodes will confirm transactions on the blockchain. Every time you buy something on that blockchain, sell something, move some money back and forth, there's a fee. That fee goes up in the cloud and is split evenly between the node owners. So that very first blockchain that we launched, I'm going to put 15,000. And for 2.5 years, those nodes just confirmed transactions. I had about 17 million tokens in my wallet. I watched it go from less than a penny to 5 cents, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 84 cents in a matter of like 5 months. So I went from $11,000 in software nodes to having over 11.4 million liquid currency.
Did you hear that? So when we start talking about the nodes and what we actually have here, and you see us when we talk about the 80 split, the first thing I want you to understand before I even go into that, because I got videos on this, but this is a recap, but I want you to notice what he said. He said those nodes, they were confirming the transactions on the blockchain. So,
and I'll stop him here. I don't want to play his. You can look up this presentation. It is on YouTube. His name is Mike Favors. But basically, I wanted you to see that because this is a new concept for a lot of people, but it's not so new that it's not been done before. So there are other companies that have utilized nodes, and there are people who have made a good amount of income from the nodes. So what is different about this particular company is what they've actually built and who they've actually connected with and the contracts that they've secured and the people now that are really navigating the company are on a completely different level. I mean, we're talking about people in very prominent and powerful positions, financially speaking, well connected. And the doors that they're opening for this company and the technology that was built is going to be a lot bigger than any other project that was ever built before, in my opinion. This is the beginning of something incredible. Incredible. Now, I'd like to show you how you can get involved if you're interested. So I am a member of Bellator Life, which is the marketing arm for Miracle and all the products that Miracle makes. Miracle is the company that's merging with Metaterra. So if you wanted to learn more, you can actually go to metaterra.com and you can read about the company, you can read about the ecosystem, okay, the ecosystem that I slightly touched on, like there's the Miracle Chain, the Miracle Pay, the Miracle Wallet, Miracle Dex, which is a decentralized exchange where you can buy and sell tokens, Miracle Launchpad, this is the product that's tokenizing real world assets. Iterado is a social app, and then Mintera is a product, a technology that mints NFTs. Then you have PNIC, which is Phoenix, the token, and there's another token that belongs to the network called Mirex, and there are other products to come, okay? But Bellator Life, which is the marketing arm, is the part of the company, it's really not, it's really not part of Miracle in the sense we're just the marketing arm for the company. So as a member, I have a referral link. And if you become a member, you're going to have your own referral link. Now, some people choose to simply invest in these digital assets and earn passively, and others like myself build a network of nodes. Now, why do I want to tell you about it? Why don't I just invest in my own nodes and be happy? Well, because I get paid right now on over 200 nodes in my network. Now, I own about 20 nodes myself, but I get paid from nodes that other people purchased. And that is permanent, that is coded to me, even if the people that purchased those nodes decide to sell them to another person. So the work that I'm doing by promoting and helping the company is being rewarded on a daily basis, ongoing, right? There's no attrition here. So that is why they give us a referral link so that we can benefit for ourselves, but also help other people to benefit from the company. And of course, as we grow our network, we are, creating an income for ourselves, but also it helps the company. So if you go to the dashboard and you click on shop, you go to packages, and in packages, oops, I have to log back in. In packages, you're going to see now, by the time you watch this presentation, this may be gone, okay? But right now they're still available. So we have a Christmas box, we have the big Christmas box, and then we have, this is the nodes. So right now when you purchase a node, you actually get 2 additional nodes. That's probably going away tomorrow. It was already supposed to be gone. It was part of the Christmas promotion. But you're able to also purchase 3 nodes and receive 6 additional nodes, or purchase 7 nodes and receive an additional 14 nodes. So that's 21 altogether. Now, very soon, the Miracle Pay nodes will no longer be available, but right now, for this limited time, we are still able to sell them. Now, this Christmas box, you're getting a CPU node, which is the Miracle node. You're also getting another type of node, which can convert to shares. So when a company is officially listed on the NASDAQ, we will have information from the company on what the shares are worth. And at that point, people who own this, what is called the Italy share, will be able to decide if they want to keep it as node, or if they want to turn in the node and receive shares of the company. And then Mirex is the token that's launching. That's another token, native token of the Miracle chain, the blockchain. And this is supposed to launch very soon, I believe at $1 or $1.25. Heard it both ways. But it is not yet a live token. So you can't go to CoinMarketCap, for example, like I showed you Phoenix. You're not going to be able to see Mirex. It has not yet launched. So this is in the pre-sale, if you would. And then we have what is called the Guardian node. And this is a different type of node that is part of the Miracle chain. And so it's not a utility token, but it does have it does validate activity on the blockchain. So that is, if you were to purchase them separately, not during this promotion, that is a $6,540 package. Right now it is sold for $2,500. And the big Christmas box includes everything I just showed you, plus it includes the Miracle Code node, and that is a master node. In and of itself, it sells for $5,000. There are only 20,000 of these code nodes, and they earn from the entire ecosystem. So it is even a more powerful income generator than the Miracle Pay nodes. The Miracle Pay nodes, there are 210,000 of those. So every day the transactional fees are split. Well, there's like a 30% of the transactional fees are split by the 210,000 nodes. Okay. Whereas the code node, there's only 20,000 of them. And every day, 20% of the transactional fees is divided by the 20,000 nodes. So it does have a higher earning potential. So again, there is the Christmas box, 2,500, the big Christmas box, 5,000. There is a Miracle Pay node still available. And right now, probably till tomorrow, it's buy one and get 2 additional nodes, or you can purchase the 3, get 6 nodes, or purchase 7 and get an additional 14 nodes. So that is what is available right now. And the person that invited you here is going to help you facilitate the purchase. There's a few different ways to purchase these assets. And very soon, we are expecting that these promos will not only not be available, but the price all around is going to increase. And there is talk about taking Miracle Pay nodes completely off the items that we're able to sell. And so, again, you can do some of your own research here. There are several, really good presentations, much better than mine here, that go into more details on the company and on the products. But this is kind of in a nutshell what we have. We have a fintech company with products that are now being implemented into the real world. The utility token of this network is the Phoenix token, and you have a way to participate by purchasing a CPU node that earns Phoenix token daily. And with all that is happening with the contracts and with all the growth that we're about to experience, there is a very, very good chance that the Phoenix token is going to increase in value very, very quickly. So get back to the person who invited you to this presentation, and they can put you also in touch with me personally. I'm happy to have a conversation. And if there's something that you want to know that we don't have the answer to, we can get the answer for you. But that is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you for taking the time. And yeah, this is something to seriously consider. Take care.